let's talk a little bit more in detail about double stops. Now what I'm thinking with double stops is, now that we have our pentatonic scales under our fingers, we were talking about the Chuck Berry style, this kind of a... that kind of double stop situation, I want to develop that. I want to add more to that. So when we think of double stops, that's two notes played together anywhere on the fretboard. It could be string by string, right under each other. We could be skipping strings, two notes played together, double stop. So check this out. If I start to kind of, I don't know, explore the fretboard a little more, what if instead of just doing double stops in one position of the neck, we actually move it around? So if we take our B string and our high E, and we take our index finger and bar across them and walk up the neck, we can get some really cool double stops using our minor pentatonic scale. So let's start with an open B string and the high E. Sounds like that. Now let's start to bar across. First on the 3rd fret, then to the 5th fret, then let's zip it up to the 8th fret, to the 10th fret, let's go back to that 12th fret, keep going, up to the 15th, up to the 17th, and if you want to be crazy with your index, or you can move it over, go from the 17th fret to the 20th, way high. So check this out, playing it a little faster. So what I'm getting there is, if I were to play an A chord, I'm starting to lie out that A minor pentatonic scale. Hear it right here? So if we were only on our high E, and I was starting with the E note, barring across in the double stop fashion. But what this enables you to do is you start to get more color. So you can think simply, you can think single note, but once you start to add that next note with it, it starts to give you more color to the line, which in turn, you could take the same thing, add the extra note to make it a double stop, and it starts to have way more harmonic power. So let's keep developing that. Now what if we do this? What if we look using our caged sequence, the caged system, on the minor pentatonic scale? What if we were to take it on the B and the high E string, and we start to, instead of just barring across simply on the same fret, we start to experiment with different frets. So check this out. Now I'm just going to use notes out of the A minor pentatonic scale across that B string and the high E and start to experiment. So check this out. Open B and high E. Let's just start here. We'll start barring across the 3rd fret. Well now, what if I leave my index on that high E 3rd fret, and I actually take my ring and bring it up to the 5th fret of the B? Listen to that. Open, bar. Whoa. Let's continue that up. Let's slide that up now and think pentatonic. Index finger 5th fret of our high E, ring finger on the 8th fret of our B. Keep thinking pentatonic. Think of those scale shapes in your mind. Bring it up. Let's go to the 10th fret with our ring finger on the B, 8th fret with our index on the high E. Listen to that now. What is happening? Sounds like completely different harmony, but we're still using our minor pentatonic with double stops. That again. Let's keep going. Okay, I'm going up the neck, 13th fret on our B string with our ring finger, and then 10th fret with our index finger on our high E. Now we have. Let's keep going. Slide that same shape up 2 frets. We're still in that A minor pentatonic. Then we could start over. So listen to that, how cool that sounds. So yet again, I'm still going. but now adding an extra note to make it that double stop, advanced double stop really. Get that A in your head. Now listen. It's so cool. All that I did, guys, is I just used kind of some creativity and started to move around different notes in A minor pentatonic. Now, what you'll notice is I was always leading with my lower string, in this case the B string, but you could do it the other way too. You could lead and have the higher note of your E string like this. Like we could go, whoa. Whoa. Now I'm literally using the same notes, but instead of thinking to myself, okay, my ring finger will lead me on my B string, now my ring finger was leading me on my high E string. That sounds crazy. The sky is the limit with double stops. You can literally take them on any string sets, anywhere on the neck, and do cool stuff. Also, another food for thought really quick on these double stops. Think about when we were talking about extended power chords, when we were talking about barring across simply. Let's say we're gonna play an E power chord on our 7th fret with our index of the A string, 9th fret with our ring finger on the D string. Remember when we extended it and we added the next E note on the G string, which is on the 9th fret of our G string? Well, look at what we got going on here. So technically this is 2 notes play together, right? Well, what if literally I hear this? What if I just start moving that around? What if I go? That's a double stop, and it sounds like a chord. I'm getting the chord quality. It's not something that's so out there that I can't use. So you can start to think of a riff that you already have. Let's say your riff was D, E, D, E, G. What if I don't want to play it like that? What if I just want to use my one finger across and get that octave up of that root note, and it sounds like this? That's pretty cool. So the opportunities and the ideas are endless for creating more double stops. What I would suggest to you is get creative. Just find notes either within the scale that work together or notes that really complement each other. Maybe it's from chords already. You could use 2 notes from a chord and you can start to build these double stops. Like, check this out. If I use the 2 notes from, let's say we're doing a bar chord on the G, a G bar chord, right? What if I use the D and the G note, right? The D and the G right here. What if I use that and I just start walking that up? That sounds crazy. I'm literally moving chords. So instead of going, I'm just using those 2 notes and I'm still hearing. That's really cool. You can really start to do a lot of cool things that you're not using the whole fretboard or all of the strings for, and you can start to zone in on getting cool harmonies, cool vibes by simply using double stops. So as always, if you have any questions on double stops or anything that we talked about here, you can always send me a video addressing your problems. Tell me what you're working on, what I can help you with. I can send you a video back and we can get your double stops exactly where they need to be for rocking.